A lot of people are concerned about new policies being adopted in schools around the country dealing with gender. As gender hysteria continues its lap around the track, it shouldn't surprise anyone that some people don't want their kids being told that there are an infinite number of genders and they can pick anyone they want. Be that as it may, it is also true that schools are making plans to deal with uncooperative parents, and for the most part, parents have no idea. With respect to a student who wants to change their gender, this policy from Massachusetts says, quote, "In some cases, however, notifying parents carries risks for the student. Prior to notification of any parent or guardian regarding the transition process, school staff should work closely with the student to assess the degree to which, if any, the guardian will be involved in the process and must consider the physical and mental health, well-being, and safety of the transitioning student." That's right. If your child is dealing with serious emotional issues at school, they're going to consult with your child to determine whether you should be alerted to the situation. The term they use for problematic parents? Highly rejecting parents. Now we know Washington state schools are adopting the same policies. Multiple teachers in Washington have told us about the mandatory meetings they were part of in which they were specifically instructed not to tell parents about a child who was transitioning in school, from grade school all the way up to high school. Now there's a long list of problems with this scenario. We'll start with the fact that the left's own literature shows that somewhere between 60 and 90% of minors who experience gender dysphoria will ultimately outgrow it. If it's probably temporary, why do permanent physical or social changes make sense? Beyond that, however, this development reinforces the need for families to reassert the truth that children belong to their parents, not to the government. I know we're all busy, but you need to know that many schools across the country are plotting how to keep you, the parents, in the dark about what is happening in your child's life. Is it happening in your school? I don't know, but you better find out. Get to know your local superintendent and principal. Run for school board, but do not feed your kids to a system that is convinced you are a problem they need to solve. If you've appreciated this information, please share it with a friend, comment below, like, and subscribe. For the Family Policy Institute of Washington, I'm Joseph Backholm.